quick and fast special weekend edition here on the podcast. But people, things are not looking good on the streets of YT once again when it relates to Nebo Hanse. Guys, I've seen a post from Maja KE, and also I have a clip that I want to play for you guys. I just have to delve straight into this. But before I do just that, I want to take the time out to welcome you to today's weekend edition of the podcast. Also, if you are here and you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and let us meet in the comment section. And for those of you who are returning, thank you for once again. All my moderators, special subscribers, you know yourself, big up every time. Now, my people, things are not looking good, as I said, on the streets of YT. You know that a few days ago, Maja went to the site of Brian, where they're building Brian's home, and Marwa was filming. It was late in the evening, and Marwa told him straight off the bat, Maja, I don't want you to be filming when you are not helping. It is not fair. I mean, the world heard that. Now, personally, for me, knowing if it was me personally, I'm going to say this straight up, knowing the kind of relationship that I had, like, with a friend, somebody who I call as a friend, and they would just approach me like that in public, honestly, I would have feel some kind of way. But I want to put that aside. I'm just telling you how I feel exactly, because if you are familiar with how I roll on the podcast, you know exactly what time it is, meaning that I'm going to say it exactly like it is. Anyway, let's not waste no time on that. That was just my take on that part. Listen, from the other day, I heard some things on the streets of YouTube, and I was wondering how come people would have known that to talk about. How come people would have known all these things? And apparently when Marwa was away, he wanted some things done. And Maja KE, now it's alleged, and Maja KE was called, which, guys, in this clip that I will play, Maja KE confirmed the rumors, that was going around. Indeed, that he was called by Marwa when Marwa was in Argentina, and he had to do this thing for him, which he did not say. But I know personally, like, people already on the streets had it out there that some address information or post box information or something was needed, and Maja provided that. Now, how that get on the street, something as personal as this, how it got on the street, I don't know. Whether it was from Marwa's side or it was from Maja's side, I don't know. But personally, I'm hoping that this, if it was a situation where it got out there and one party think that it is the other, meaning that probably Marwa would have, somehow thought it was Maja who brought that on the street. Well, knowing Marwa would speak a lot of things. He would explain a lot of things. He would express a lot of things to his fans. So honestly, I'm saying all of this to say, let us rule this out. Let us rule this out for the behavior that we saw on camera. Now, Maja came out to explain that after what happened on camera, before Marwa released that video that we saw, when Marwa basically tell him, no, don't be filming here because you only come in the evenings and it is not fair that you come when you have not contributed any of your help. You haven't contributed any of your help. Don't come in the evening. Don't come here to film. It's unfair to others who are here contributing. Now, Maja came out to say that, to explain that he had been helping his parents, wherever, so they could make ends meet. He has been helping because really and truly, I don't even see Maja put enough effort in his channel, honestly. I mean, I'll get back to that, but I always wonder, what is he doing with his time? Is he working? Is he farming? Is he, because Nasto is one man. I say that when I see Maja, I see Nasto. You know what I'm saying, because they're close like that. They're good like that. Anyways, put that aside. I'm saying now, my people, that in this case, he's come out to explain that he was tied up doing some things. He also explained that he told Marwa, he communicated with Marwa before he released that video to let him know that this was the case, that he was tied up helping he's been tied up helping his parents, and he's unable to come the normal times like when everybody else is there. You understand? I guess when the shop is closed, then he can come out to help because he's been busy. He said he explained all of that. Now, I've been noticing some things. Now, remember now, Marwa is not perfect. He's not perfect, and he's under pressure. He puts himself to the test on a daily basis. And like I say, even a robot would stop working if it is not well oiled. And in this case, I've been noticing Marwa even shouting and like telling people, you're lazy on camera, and insulting in a way. Like, this is camera, this is the world. You're hiding, you're lazy, you don't do. This is something that you do. It is like a form of abuse verbally. I'm telling you. If you're in a workplace and your boss behave with you in this manner, I know that somehow you're going to see this as some kind of verbal abuse. No, we're not saying that this is his thing. I know it is pressuring. He has a timeline that he sets. He alone and himself set that timeline. He wants it to be done. And if he's not the driving force behind these people, I understand everything that is happening right there on the ground. But what I'm saying, there's this thing that I always say, it's not a one size fit all method, because the way how they do things where they are in Africa, it's not the same way how we are going to do it in the West. Because if me on a construction site and my boss be breathing down my neck and telling me that I'm lazy and I'm not doing anything, if I know that I'm not doing anything, like, I'm a straight talker, I may ruffle some feathers, but it's okay because we can never always see eye to eye. But I'm telling you exactly like I see. And I've seen comments when people were rebuking him to quit with certain kind of behavior to the people on camera. Now, even the situation with Maja, I saw people rebuking him about the Maja situation, because I know Maja would have felt bad. He's a YouTuber and he knows that the world was watching. That would have, somehow crushed his feelings. I'm telling you. No, literally, you could have seen, actually, you could have felt it, when that blow was there. The way how he said what he said, Maja was shocked, taken aback. I'm not picking up for Maja because I don't know the truth to anything. And you don't just come trying to feed off of other people's labor like that. for free, for free. But Maja is here, guys, to explain that himself and Marwa had a deal. Now, you see, communication is key. Himself and Marwa had a deal. And he's been, when he was in Argentina, after he did what he did and helped him, Marwa promised him that once he gets back, he's going to do a collabo with him. So as per Maja, he thought that this would have been a perfect time, in a sense, somehow, because he kept calling him, asking him if and when he's available, or messaging him, and he's telling him he doesn't have time to do this. So Maja now is feeling entitled somehow. It's guys, it is complicated, because as I speak, I'm thinking, why would you, I'm speaking from two sides now, why would you want to feel this horrendous sense of entitlement? Like, okay, I've done you a favor, and you must do this a collabo, come hell or high water. You must do this collabo. That to me is nonsensical. I'm telling you the honest truth. I'm telling you the honest truth. That to me is nonsensical. Like, you don't just go and feel like, build build this whole mountain of expectation. The guy is extremely busy. He drives himself to an extent. He basically tests himself on a daily basis, and you can see that on camera, that he challenges, the word I'm looking for, he challenges himself on a daily basis. And it's like you can't be sitting there now expecting that in the heat of all of this commotion, all of the strain, that you're now going to go there to. I'm not seeing the sense in that. I'm not seeing the sense. I'm seeing like non-genuinity in all of this. And besides, how did that information get on the road of Maja doing that thing for Marwa while Marwa was in Argentina? How did it get on the road? Did Marwa himself say it, and I said it, and I like repeated what Maja did for him and I missed it? Or did Maja speak about it? I mean, it's a village setting and people chat a lot. People will talk a lot. You understand? Anyways, let us listen in to Maja and we'll come back and talk some more.
Sell. At the end of the day, we have something on the table, eating and everything. But I really believe, Ayamara, you are so big to do that to me, especially like when you're supposed to ask me first, why are you coming late? I could answer you, and I texted you even before you posted the video. I texted you. I told you the reason. Before you posted the video, I told you the reason. But it ended up being a big issue and a reason for people to talk about. But me, I respect you. I respect you as a big brother. I respect you as my big brother. And I will never intimidate you in any way, or rather say something bad about you. You know me, I've been here, I've never talked bad about you, and I will never. But you putting me on camera, pushing me away, like you'll not do videos here, you could have at least consulted me. Talk to me first. Why are you doing this? Then you put me on camera. You are a very big YouTuber. Not even.
Hold on. That part, I agree with Maja 100%. That part, I agree with Maja 100%. Take it off of the camera. But the problem is, the editing is an issue. It's a roving camera. And he happened to come across Maja. while he himself was filming, and that was where the issue started. So it was a reflex. Marwa's action was a reflex. Immediately he went off because he felt some kind of way. Why the heck are you coming now at this time of day to film? You see, communication is key. Right here is where I say I agree with this kind of it was the same incident that we saw happen in Rocio the other day, and everybody was pissed about it. Like, why do these things? It's too much, it's too dramatic. I mean, we have to also allow him to be himself, to free his mind, because he's not a prisoner. You can't allow him being like a caged bird. No, he's not. He's a human being just like any one of us will have reflexes. Now, it may sound as if I'm speaking from two sides of my mouth. Yes, I am at this point in time. Because even though I'm saying this, we have to understand it is a lot of pressure. It is a lot of pressure that he pushes himself, as I said earlier, on a daily basis. He's in competition with himself to see how far he can get, what he can do, how much he can accomplish on a daily basis, and having to deal with dragging here, dragging there. What you're gonna get is somebody shouting all the while, speaking over the top of your head completely. Even you who, like, it's just like a parent. Even though you are not the kid who did the wrong, who break the vase, who made the mess, because at this point the parent is so pissed about the entire situation, you yourself is gonna get it, even though you were not part of the group of kids, or that kid, you were not the one who made the mess in the first place. But anyway, let's continue to listen. I just had to say that.
In Kenya, in Africa, not even in Africa, in the world. And I'm just a small guy who's trying to push my content and also do some things. And it's not like I didn't support in any way, even if it's small. Supporting is supporting, even if it's small. You support with what you have. Yeah, I supported with what I had, and I always come there in the evening because of a reason. At least you could ask me, Maja, why are you coming late here? Okay, I always went there very late in the evening, a time like, let's say 5, African time 5. And I had a reason why. So at least you could put me aside and say, Maja, why are you coming late? Because I'm one of your biggest fan.
Okay, let me just put that on pause for a while. I want to say something. As we go along, we are going to continue seeing scenes like this. What is happening right now on camera with Maja coming out to speak like this, to defend himself, we are going to continue to see incidents like this. Number one, those are all grown-ass men. All of them that you see there working on the site, they're grown-ups. Well, you may have a few young birds here and there, but the majority of those men on the site are grown men. Number one. Number two, grown men or grown people don't like to be talked down to. We must remember this. Grown people do not like to be talked down to. They don't like nobody talking over their heads, insulting them. Number three, they don't like these things. And this is one of the reasons why you're probably seeing Maja out here. Aside from the fact that he's obviously explained that Marwa promised him to meet with him and do a collabo once he gets back. But somehow he keeps getting rejected. I want to, emphasize on that before we move on. He keeps getting rejected. So actually, I'm getting mixed emotions when I talk about this, because then why would you, if he keeps rejecting that, and like not in a bad way, but apparently Marwa is saying that he doesn't have the time to do the video, then if he's doing this, why force the issue then? Because you further went on to say that you thought it was okay now to go there to do what you're doing. I'm getting some mixed feelings about that whole situation. It's kind of perplexing. Kind of perplexing. I'm not understanding that. You understand? I'm not really understanding that part. And bro, hey, you know, I understand totally how you feel, because me, I don't like people insulting me. I don't. But I want to say, Maja, I think you put yourself in that situation. You placed yourself physically, took yourself from Nyabohanse and placed yourself in that situation at Brian's site. You don't need Brian's site to grow your channel. You don't need Marwa to grow your channel. Marwa is doing his own things. A collaboration with Marwa has nothing to do really much with your channel, Maja, because everybody that is on Marwa's channel basically know you and all the other YouTubers that are in. And not forget about the new ones that just joined. They would have already known you. Why are you breaking your neck for a collab with Marwa? Fix your own thing. The problem with you, Maja, is consistency. That is your issue. And I think you should use Nasto as a perfect example, the closest one to you, as a perfect example, because Nasto has tenacity. Nasto continues the journey on a daily basis. But you appear and disappear. You're like a magician. You are not consistent. Stop leaning on Marwa to do your channel a miracle. It will not happen like that. It depends on you. I've seen all those channels that are there now, and I'm thinking to myself, this is how these people are going to damage their channels. When Brian's work site is done and dusted, after the shout outs and the shout outs and the shout outs and subscribe and so, listen, after Brian's work site is done and dusted, what will happen to those channels? I beg. So it does not pay to become reliant on people. Do your own things, the man. You are a lifestyle vlogger. What the hell do you want Marwa to do? Marwa can't live your life for you. Marwa can't come and show your life for you. I understand about the audience factor. The audience factor, I get it. I get it, because you need audience, right? But if you're not giving, you have them in the palm of your hands. Look at Nasta's channel. Look at even Miss Flay's channel. She cooks. Nasto is, even if he's walking to chop wood, he's showing it. You are a lifestyle vlogger. Show them what you got. Marwa can't leave his villa to come and show you how to live your lifestyle content on your channel. Nope.
Hate anyone, and I don't intend to do something bad about anyone, and I'm always preaching positivity and love, and that is what we want. But now, putting me on camera and saying Maja, why are you coming late and everything, before you consult me, at least you could have consulted me, like, Maja, why are you coming late, before putting me on camera. But it's okay, I understand. Yeah.
I'm happy, actually, I'm happy that you can stand up for yourself, but and you weren't confrontational with it, a very good thing, because at least you are now the better one. You were not the one who fired back, or continued jabbing back at him when he insulted you, or I see it as an insult. Well, call me whatever name you want. That was very insulting. Somebody who, as I said, you are familiar with, you're cool with, somebody who you've done things for, and you had healthy, good conversation, and suddenly the person snap at you. That is gonna be like a kick in the gut. You understand me? And anybody who wants to sit there and listen to me and think that no, that is not. You don't understand. These boys are from the village. These boys look up to Marwa. It will hurt. When your parents scold you, doesn't it hurt a different way? When you were younger, it pains, especially when you got to the teenage, a pre-adolescence age. You started to, you will feel this kind of thing deep down inside, like it hurts so bad because you don't, that emotion. Hey, you don't like that insult. So, anyways, let me not emphasize too much on that. That could have been dealt with differently, or he could have just take it out of the video. I always say edit the damn videos and don't bring the drama to the streets. If Maja K knew that the video was not released, because I know for a fact that numerous things happen behind closed doors, and the fact that they were never aired, life went on, people lick their wounds and they move on. But if you are going to expose somebody's butt out in the public like that, with them balls hanging down and shit hanging out their ass, this exactly is what you're going to end up with, Marwa. Drama. People are going to come out and draw you out. So when we ask that you don't bring these things on the camera, take them off the videos, remove them, because it was not a live video, except for the ones who were there on the site, would have probably been rolling the camera and caught that on camera. Like, guys, I'm a candid talker, and I know I'm speaking on for both of them, or like speaking on both of them, like things that I see wrong with this picture right here. You understand what I'm saying? If he had just simply edited that part out, this, what we're seeing here on screen, would not be happening right now. No, Maja is lashing out because he feels insulted, because reactors are now, as he said in the beginning when he started, people are now reacting, saying that he was chased away. Oh my God, things are getting out of hand.
I understand. I really understand that. And for me, I will always remain positive, and I will always do positive videos as long as I live. I don't care about if I'm poor. Me, I'm okay. I'm okay, bro. But anyway, let's say you promised me something, and you know about that. You promised me when you are in Argentina. You promised me, and you told me when you come back, we will do videos. So I thought it was right. I have called you several. We have talked. You told me like you can do videos, like a lot of things. But anyway, and also I am a person like I don't I don't like to say no. I don't like, or I don't want to say no to anyone, because I just feel like I should help where I can, because I don't know tomorrow.
No, when I said earlier that there seems to be an issue with the favor that was done, there seems to be an issue. So now Maja KE is feeling hella entitled based on the fact that Marwa owes him one. Maja KE, that's a wrong way to go about business. And this, what you're doing here on camera right now, is so hella wrong. It's wrong, wrong, wrong. You just said that you will be forever doing positive videos. This right here that you're doing is not positive. No, because you're walking with that I owe you. You owe me, I beg your pardon, you owe me a favor, and you're walking with that at the forefront of your head. You owe me. So that sense, when you walk, when you carry that sense of entitlement, it can corrupt things very, very easily. And this, what we are seeing on screen from you, Maja KE, this is not positivity. Because listen to what you're doing. Listen to yourself. You're now here dishing dirt on Marwa, things that you've done for him. This doesn't make any sense. So you're now retaliating, you're reacting based on the fact that you feel insulted. Yeah? Based on the fact that you're now feeling insulted, you have to clap back because what? I am what? I am here after I did you a favor. I'm here waiting, and instead of that, you're there insulting me in front of the whole world. That is not positive. That is feeling extremely entitled. That's too much of a sense of entitlement, and you're carrying some kind of feelings to the camera. So I don't see where you're doing even better than what Marwa did at this point. Because what? You did a favor, and you're now talking about the favor indirectly that you did for him. Eh? I don't see how now that you're doing positivity. I don't see how now that you're doing anything better than what he did.
Yeah, I know also you have been there for me, and I really appreciate you. I appreciate you so much, but that shocked me so much. Shocked me so much. You know what I'm talking about, Amara, you know. And you know, if you will watch this video, kindly go back. I think you have a lot of things to think about and a lot of things to deal with.
Can you imagine all these things? Are you listening to what he's saying now? So this is like you are ready to unleash. You are bringing him back. Well, while it is good to take somebody back so they can see where they're coming from, this really is not the time when you do that. What happened there is not that he said, Maja, I'm done with you, don't ever speak to me in life. He said, bro, come and help so you can film. Come and contribute. Don't come expecting to ride off of somebody else's hard work, because when you upload that video or those videos, you are going to be monetizing them when all this time you never contributed. But no, it seems like you went there looking for a payback for that little thing that you did for him, that little favor that you did for him that you were mentioning earlier. So you went for a payback. Maja, take my foolish advice. You cannot go about life like this, because the creator above, if he was like carrying your heart right now as I see it, you would have been wiped out clean from the surface. I'm telling you, you would have been long gone, because we honestly don't even deserve many things. Anywho, let's listen in some more.
But remember, back, you used to call me. You used to call me when you were in Argentina.
Wow.
You used to call me and tell me, bro, I don't want to say what it is, but yeah, you used to call me. And I respond and I tell you like, and when everything was done, I told you, bro, yeah, it's done, and I delivered.
But Maja, as I said, that still does not give you a reason to walk around with your sense of entitlement that you are now displaying. If you ever come across this video, I'm telling you, that is the wrong attitude, the wrong way to go about life, young man. Wrong way. You will forever be finding yourself sitting on the edge, just like where you are right now, and doing exactly what you're doing right now. Drop that shit right now.
And remember what you told me, bro. Remember. For real, remember what you told me. This is not a lie. Remember what you told me. I don't want to put it on camera. I don't hate you. You are my big brother. I really respect you. And all I can say, I don't fear you. I respect you. I respect you so much. So much. But I don't fear you. But without fear of contradiction, like I want to put this out because you really, how can I put it? You really could have told me, Maja, off camera, Maja, why are you always coming late?
Again, I totally agree with that part. And myself and a few other commenters, subscribers that was in the comment section when it happened. I never commented, but I saw the comments. People were saying that is not the way, Marwa. Stop doing these things on camera, not Maja, without even knowing what was happening. Anywho, it was a wrong move, but no one is perfect. Neither are you, Maja. Marwa isn't, and neither are you. And like I said before, and I'm going to say again, at this point, you are not even any better than what you are complaining about. You're not doing any better than what you are complaining about Marwa that he did at this point. At this point, that is just my take on the whole situation. You did the better thing to walk away without creating any heated argument. Yes, it's good to walk away and then you sit and think about it and come back if you want. But you could even have called him and said, Mara, what you, if out of fear, that not out of fear, out of how could I say this? It could be a fact that he never even saw your message. So if you think that, it could have been an issue where he never saw the message, call him and said, I'm calling you to confirm with you that this was the reason why I never came. I expected that you wouldn't have released the video with that insult. Talk to him as a man. But no, everything you people run to the camera with. Marwa, stop bringing these things on camera because it's going to create you a bunch of enemies more and more every day. Your circle is going down to zero. I'm talking straight off the bat. Which sometimes it is even better to have a zero circle, but not in a village like this. These are young men who look up to you. I don't want to see no enmity. You understand? But when you dog, they will end up feeling things inside of them and they will carry things and they will act out. They will act out. Like how this one is doing just now, right now. I don't like to see this. Take the drama from the camera. Just even if it happened, we the people, like, you guys keep it between yourselves. And Maja KE, you didn't have to run to the internet for this because you're just feeding people with more information. Too much information at this point.
Why? So I give you the reason. Then you judge me from that. But you just said on camera that was so unfair. So unfair. But anyway, I respect you and I will always respect you. And what I can say, you are a very big very big YouTuber, not even in Africa, but in the world, in the world, to do something like that. A very big YouTuber to do something like that. So yeah, despite like maybe yes.
Okay, and I like the fact that you're Maja. I like the fact that you're correcting him, reminding him also that his platform is too huge to be behaving in that manner. That is good. What you're saying is good, that you remind him. But like I said numerous times before, and I'm going to say again, drop that sense of entitlement. Marwa cannot help you. You have to get up and build your channel for yourself. Shout outs. You already, Marwa audience already know you, Maja KE. The few new ones that came along after, listen, believe me, they will choose who they want to. Take it from me. They will choose who they want to put. I'm telling you, take it from me.
You put everything that you do, you are very clean, but sometimes think of some things, you know, like ask before you see, ask before you deliver what you have to deliver.
That is a true fact. That is a true fact. You know.
Yeah, for me, it was it was a challenge. Let me say it was a challenge for me, a very big one, and I will always be there to support. And even if tomorrow you come and say, "Man, I need something," I will always be there helping you, because my heart, I don't know, my heart is always there to help, even if I don't have something. I will always maybe try and do something to, yeah, to help where I can. And you really know, I didn't even argue when you called me. I didn't even say, I didn't even ask questions. And I had, okay guys, anyway, anyway, for me, I don't feel like I'm, I'm now, like pushed away, but I feel like it's a challenge for me, like I should be strong, I should.
Listen, it is this thing called emotion and pride at this point. It is your pride and it is that emotion. Even though I can see a little tear in the corner of your eyes as you speak, I get it. I totally get it, because you have invested in assisting someone when they needed help and you never thought twice, you know. And it because of that, and you walk with that, and oh, I helped him when he needed help, so it is his time to help me back. Bro, too much entitlement is the sole cause of this right now. So you kept going back. You said that you only go to Brian's site in the afternoon. Maybe when you're going there, he's already gone. So he never saw you before. Or maybe he never decided to approach you. Well, anywho, my people, at this point, I would ask that you drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this whole saga. Also, if you have not liked the video by now, if you're watching, please, please, please like the video. Remember also, we are not here to divide this village. We are not here to divide. We're here to speak the truth. We are here to split the difference. If you listen to me carefully when I speak, I don't want to sound biased, because the truth is the truth. And we've seen things. No one also is perfect that is walking the face of this earth. Marwa messed up, and Maja KE is here now messing up even more. None of us is perfect. But all I am asking is that you edit your videos, Marwa, and do not bring these types of things in, to reveal to the world. When you do these things, you make enemies with your best allies, and you don't want to be making enemies out of allies. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to work with these people, call them, and they run whenever, which I know that they will come anyway, because he's still here saying that even though he's talking things, he's spilling the beans, that he helped you and now it is your time to help, but you're pushing him away. You know what I'm saying? He still is gonna come, and we know that. We know. We've seen a lot of other things from time to time, and people will tuck it in and keep on pushing because you guys are village mate, and that's exactly what is supposed to happen. You understand? Make up and break up, and it is all in this game called life. But I'm asking that you don't be so judgmental. Don't be so quick to judge, because you've been doing it on camera on numerous occasions for the past few days, based on the fact that you are under pressure. And you just go off. You just go off. You just shoot. This one is lazy. That one is a guy. This one, that one. Oh my God. All right, so we understand the show. We know how it goes. And you have lazy people all over. And you are a hard worker. But always remember that it's not everybody who is going to be driven like you. And that's why your parents would always have to correct you back in when you were younger, because you were not as driven as they were. Now you are in their position. You are extending that same energy, and it is, which is very good, because if it wasn't, then that house could have never been built. But calm down, pole. You're a nice guy. We admire you, and we want nothing but the best for you. And we don't want to know that these young men are walking around with a lot of hatred in their heart for you and smiling on the top, because it can cause a lot of, it could be very detrimental. You never know when somebody will trip on you. We don't want that. We want to see the love. We want to see the unity. We want genuinity, and it goes for both parties. I'm speaking for both parties. Maja, stop walking around with this sense of entitlement. I owe you nonsense. Take it off your forehead and stop the crying, because this is not going to help. Be a man, tough it up, suck it in, and try to work on your channel. You and you alone is going to have to fix that channel. You are too absent. Yeah? You are too absent. Take Nasto as an example. He's your closest ally in this point. Stop depending on shout-outs, because when the shout-outs, when you go for shout-outs, it can be very damaging. Very, very, very damaging. Because after the shout-outs fade away, you will always have to go back to refuel. It's bad. That dependency become like a drug. Once it wears off, you always need a new high. No, bro. Go do it yourself. Yeah? It's good that you will go back to your mentor, to refresh. But in this case, Marwa can't live your life for you. You have to take your camera up and show your audience what you're doing in your daily life. Anyway, people, that's gonna be about it for me here on the podcast. It was, a very, 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 very quick and fast one. It has to be this way. Every now and then I'll have to come when you have like a breaking story, a developing story. Hey, it is what it is. If you've watched this far and you haven't liked the video, kindly do so. As you exit, leave your thoughts in the comment section. I said that a way back. Leave your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.